MDOT uses Federal Regulation CFR 571.10 designated seating positions when determining the maximum seating capacity for a vehicle. MDOT determines the maximum seating capacity for each vehicle to ensure passenger safety is at the highest levels by meeting all state and federal safety requirements. Adoptions of the federal standard allow MDOT to follow guidelines in place throughout the country. Each seating position is determined to be a minimum of 14 inches. With that in mind, let's go in and measure this example vehicle. Okay, now we'll be measuring this seat. It's a straight bench seat, fairly simple to measure. We're going to measure the seat. It's 36 inches long. That means if we divide this seat out, we're not going to be able to get more than two. You have the first 14, you have a seat. Go to 28, you have a seat. That doesn't leave you 14 inches for the third seat. Consequently, this seat will be 2 passengers. I'm going to measure this rear seat for a total passenger count. I'm going to use this square to help establish a parallel line across the seat. I can tell by looking at this seat it's not going to measure more than 2 people. I will show you why. My first measurement is about 24 inches. It's going to require 14 inches for a seat. That leaves us less than 14 for the next seat. That does give us 7 inches to accommodate the passenger's feet in the next seat over. We have to leave room for that. So here we have 1 seat. When we come this way, measuring back to that parallel line again, if you look here, I can switch it. You only have approximately 20 inches. So you've got a 14-inch space here that would accommodate a passenger. The next move, we don't have adequate room to add a seat. We're less than 14 and we don't have our 7 inches required for passengers' feet. Consequently, this seat will only measure at 2 passengers. Okay, now we're going to measure the last seat in this vehicle. It's a long, irregularly shaped bench seat. We're going to break it down into multiple sections to make it a little easier to measure. Our first measurement, coming to the center of the corner here, we've got 71 inches. If we take 71 inches and divide it by 14 inches, that gives us 5.071. When we're looking at seating verification, we always round down to the nearest whole number. One thing we might be looking for, or could be looking for, is that extra 7 inches for foot room. On this seat at 5.071 inches, we don't have that room. Consequently, when we round down, this seat here will seat 5 people. Now we're going to move around the corner. And when we come around the corner, we're going to measure from the center of this corner out to the point here. It gives us 24 inches. 24 inches, we know already that this seat is less than 28, but it does give us 14 inches. It also gives us the room here, 7 inches for foot room. So this seat is going to seat a total of 1 person. Now we have 6 total seats. Okay, for this next seat, it looks fairly complicated. I'm going to try and show you how to measure it. We have a couple options on this seat. One option would be if this seat here ran out and had an abrupt change of angle, we would measure this by itself. This angle here is not too abrupt, so what we're going to do is we're going to measure back to this seam. It gives us 60 inches. Divided by 4, or divided by 14, that's going to give us 4 seats here. The next segment of this seat, here to the corner, we've got another direction change. We have 12 inches, so there's not enough room here for a seat. We do, however, have 7 inches here for foot room. So the next move we'll make is going to be over here, and we come across this seat here. We have 21 inches. At 21 inches, we have 14 inches for a seat and 7 inches we could use for foot room. We'll look and see what we have on this side here. when we come around the corner and measure to the end, we've got 39 inches. So if we look at our seat once again, we know 39 inches is going to divide out to 2 seats. It will be less than 42. So this seat here actually can seat 3 people.